Hey, what's going on everybody? Gundam Flexing here. Hope you all had a great New Year's and a great Christmas. For my first video of 2018, I'm going to do a review on the just completed Gundam Astray Blue Frame 2nd L. Now, this is from Gundam Seed. And as tradition, before I go into the model itself, I'm going to cover the PC panels, the extra pieces, the stickers, and the decals. So first up, here is the PC runner. As you can see, there are quite a lot of extra pieces you're not going to use. And unlike the other PC panels, this one is actually light blue instead of gray. So here we have the number 4, a pair of that. You have a pair of 7s, and here is the other one. I accidentally took it out. You have a pair of 11s, a pair of 12s, a pair of 13s, and you have one 14 left over. Then you also have the extra hands that I just took out of the runners just in case. You have the extra left open hand, and then you also have the extra right hand. Now this is only coming in pretty much 2 pieces. You got the white piece and then you have the hand itself. Here they are. So here are the decal sheet, excuse me. Here on the top right, I haven't included any of the numbers. The top right is a pair of numbers that ranges from 1 to 5. So you have 2 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 4s, 2 5s. And then on the top right, you have the number 1 and its logo. But that one only used 1, and I used it on the center of its chest. So I didn't bother you to use the number 2s, which just disregards the number. And then on number 3 and number 6, they're just the model. Identifies the model, so MPF P03 2nd L, and that goes on his right shoulder there. That's it. No, excuse me, there are also a couple number 5s, and the number 5s go on the side of his cheeks, and we'll go over that when we go over the head. So this is a decal sheet right there, and this is all I used. So looking into the sticker sheet, as you could tell, I've left a lot of stickers on the sheet because I found it easier for me to use Gundam markers that just match the colors instead of actually putting on the stickers. So again, for the blue ones, you see here are the ones I didn't use. For the green ones, this is the one I didn't use. The orange ones, I pretty much used all of them. And for the white ones, I left these 2 and I left these 2 intact, and those goes on his arms, and we'll go over that real quick. So yes, this is the sticker sheet, and these are stickers that I chose not to use. Instead, I used Gundam markers. So looking into the model itself, it does come with the stand. Here it is. The stand is like only 2 pieces. You have the pillar piece, and then you have the base support. It just goes one on top of the other, and that's it. Because this model, if you were to pose him using his weapon system in the back, it's just going to be too heavy and he will fall over. Let's look at the head. The head is quite maneuverable because the collars here aren't going to be in the way of when head turning, so he could turn left, he could turn right, no issue there. And again, he has a huge V-fin. Center, you have the green piece, or excuse me, the green sticker, the reflective sticker. His eyes are also stickers. And again, on the side of the cheeks, this is where you get the clear decal number 1 there. And the back of the cheek and the front of the cheek are orange stickers. They're actually quite easy to put on. His head was easy to construct. It's just basically the top part of his helmet, the V-fin, the side cheeks, and his face mask. That's it. Looking at his shoulders here, we can see that this is the decals I was talking about, only used 1. And the top part here, the stripes, the blue stripes here, is stickers. Now, what's interesting about the blue stripe stickers is that when you put it on from front and you lace it all the way to the front, it's not long enough to actually cover all the divots. The divots. So you have to use a Gundam marker. I can't really tell from the camera, but I did use a Gundam marker to cover the orange. So again, the blue stickers, if you put it from back to front, it's not going to cover all the way. So my recommendation for you is to put it from front to back, unless if you don't mind using Gundam markers. And again, there isn't any evidence that I've even used Gundam markers. It just fits very, very well. The back of the shoulders here have flaps, movable flaps, which is a pretty cool feature, especially if he's in flight mode. Now, the bottom of the shoulders here, where my thumbs are at, this is Gundam marker painted on, and there are actually these parts here. So there's 4, right? You got 2 for the left side, 2 for the back side. So 1, 2, and then the back 3 where my thumb's at, and 4 where my thumb's at. And again, I use Gundam markers. I found it a lot easier than to just simply use the stickers. I've had issues with stickers in the past. It's not my favorite thing to put on. With Gundam markers though, you're able to paint it and then use an eraser to refine it, or you could use Scotch tape or masking tape to cover the areas you don't want it painted. But here you can tell I sort of messed up. It's not a big deal, but that's when I went over the lining. But again, a quick eraser will definitely fix that. Looking at his arms, very human anatomy, has very excuse me, human anatomy features. So looking at his arms, this notes that here are the stickers that are fitting on his arms, right here where my thumb's at, and that's for the front part, and then the 2 stickers at the bottom is where it's supposed to be the back. Now again, I found it easier to use Gundam markers. The downside about this is that the white Gundam markers, if you were to paint over, 1 coat is not enough unless if you have a primer. So once you put 1 coat, you let it dry, then put on a second, let it dry, put on a third, let it dry. But I really like the outcome as such. Again, it looks from a distance, it looks like an actual white piece and not a sticker. All you have to do is either have a primer or put on multiple coats. Here are his fists. Nothing to brag home about. His arms is basically same kind of pieces that you find in any other Gundam high grades. So really, you got the white piece, the armor overlay, and then you have the left and right piece for his forearms, and it goes onto the elbow joint and so on and so forth. We look at his chest. His chest came in multiple pieces. You have the white portion that overlays the blue, and then it overlays the skeletal system. Now he also has a decal in the center that I just covered, and then he also has 2 stickers on the very top, right there. His chest, well, looking at his waist, it's interesting because his back portion is so massive that it really can't twist and turn. So his skirt is pretty short, especially shorter than most Zaku's. But he does come with 2 daggers right here, and what's cool about these daggers are they go to the side of his legs, and you can pull them out very carefully as such, and you can also take them out of the sheath. It's a little bit detailed too, because you can tell where the edges are, where the cut. Ooh, did I put that in right? Yeah. Oh, I did not put that in right. And again, easily fits on the side of his legs. And boop, right, as such. His legs, very similar to, reminds me a lot of the real grade Gundam Astray blue ones. I think it's very detailed, especially for a high grade. You have the white over blue, you have the thrusters on the side. Oh, excuse me, portion of his backhand fell off. There it is. And of course you have the legs, and it looks like he's on heels. His ankles are quite maneuverable, so he can twist and turn left or right, upwards and downwards. His legs are quite maneuverable as well, can kick high, kick low, kick the back, but don't expect him to do any crazy splits or anything like that. This is the maneuverability of his legs and the flexibility of his knee. And at the back, let's take off this weapon system. At the back, here are his 2 wing fins right here. That goes underneath the main weapon holster. There it is. It sucks because it doesn't split in half, so you can't really put them as a butterfly, but even if that was the case, it wouldn't be enough room. But here are his back wings. I don't want to force it out, but see if I can get a good angle, as such. There it is. And then of course, again, you have his weapon system holster. Now, you don't have to place the weapon system on its back. The manual has quite a variety of positions. He could put it on his front and use the Gatling gun. There's a lot of options here, a lot of great options for battle posing and etc. But this is his main weapon system, and it's pretty cool, right? He has 2 thrusters at the very back, right here, and there's tape on the top portion that covers the edges of the triangular shape here. And I actually used the stickers on that because I thought it was pretty easy to put on. There weren't any issues, and from a distance you can't really tell if it's a sticker, and it covers all the blue quite well. He has the handle here as such, and you could also hang on to the top portion. I haven't actually tried that, but it looks like it was an option in the manual. And the top portion is quite maneuverable, so it could go up, it could go down, etc., etc. And of course you have his Gatling gun dead in the center. So it reminds me of the A10, we could call it A10 Warhogs, Gatling gun here. And also has the side of the blades right here, so this thing could extend out far. So you got several options here. You could put it together to form a shield, such, and it combines together, and there it is. This is his sword. That's one option, or you could have it dig up like this and have it used as a stationary turret. You have to pull in the wings. No, I'm sorry, just like this. I believe that's how the manual had it. But regardless, it could stand up on its own, and then he could pretty much grab the back and use it as a Gatling gun, a stationary turret. Now the wings itself, or the shields, however you want to call it, are quite maneuverable. So it doesn't necessarily go up and down like such. It could go forward, it could go back. It's very maneuverable. And there's only several stickers to this portion, and it's the orange ones right here. And the back as well. Again, I used orange stickers on this one because it's a simple sticker to play on, and it covers the blue very well. And what I like about this is that the side here, the white, is not sticker. It's actually pieces by itself. So you just cut them out of the panels and then you just run them into there. And again, I really thought, I'm just grateful that they weren't stickers. Instead, they are actually white pieces. You also have a sticker here in the dead center. Overall, this kit is a blast. You do have a lot of stickers, so just give you a heads up warning. But if you have blue Gundam markers and white Gundam markers, or even the orange ones, I think you could get away with just painting it on there and just using an eraser or masking tape to cover the areas you don't want painted. I think this kit gives you a lot of options on posing, especially on posing. But that's all I have for this review. If you have any questions, just post them down in the comment section below. Appreciate you all for watching, and keep your eyes out for the next unboxing video. Peace out.